That's true.
them to.
Okay, let me ask a follow-up question. How do you feel as a creator, as as someone who, because like Scar said and like you said, when you make something, and we have people, a good friend of mine here who works at Twitch has his own game in Steam, and he says people come up to him all the time and say, "Oh, dude, blah blah blah, I noticed this thing that you did," and he says he's learned to just kind of be like, yeah, I did intend that, and he's like, "Oh, I never thought of that." How does that make you feel when people ascribe their own sort of meanings? Does that make you happy, or does that make you feel like a little weird, like, oh wow, like people are twisting what I intended?
Question. That's a good question.
People. I mean, it's strange when people like read something into it that's not good. Usually, people. I don't even want to say usually people find something that I didn't intend because there's just so much in this game.
Good.
Basically, a lot of the time it's like. Obviously, there are times where people like ascribe things to me that I didn't intend, like they go really far. But I feel like when they do that, it's sort of like is kind of what I wanted to some extent. Like I wanted to create something that was like so Undertale that people wouldn't know what was intended and what wasn't,
right?
And that they could just keep looking deeper and keep thinking like, whoa, this keeps going forever. So. I guess to some level, to some extent, that sort of thing is like validating.
Cool.
It's only bad when they read into it and they get something weird out of it, I guess.
Okay. I don't know. Any specific examples of getting something weird out of it that are not spoilery? Maybe not. Maybe the answer is just no.
Probably not. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's like people that like are trying to like find like every secret in the game, so they like put like random things into like spectrograms or something. So they take like
what does that word mean?
So they take like a random audio file from the game and they put it into a spectrogram, and it's like, look at this, guys. It looks like a smiley face. Hey, there's a message here or something.
Like
or it's like,
for Mew.
Okay.
Dude, like literally everything, literally every file that you put in there is gonna have like a smiley face in it if it's just like random static noise.
Right. If you look
really
deep
funny.
enough, yeah, that's fun.
Like,
I guess that's cool that people are willing to look that deep.
Yeah, and some of them like still believe it. It's like, whoa, what that says is that I've made something where people are willing to believe that I would do that on purpose. So it feels like a credit to me mostly.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Like, I'm just reminded of what's his name, Hideaki Anno, creator of Evangelion, and people have just written articles on articles on articles on essays of like all this religious all these religious symbols from that game. And he famously was just like, you know what? Honestly, I think Christian religious symbols just look cool. So, but hey,
Straight up,
like if you guys are into that, whatever, keep theorizing. And
that's dope.
but that's part, I guess that's part of the experience too. Is like if you're, you can go into something and just like if you can find meaning out of it and have it enrich your life. Hey,
take that.
That's cool. You
Grasp
take that.
it.
We take those.
We absolutely take those.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say that there aren't like a ludicrous amount of things in this game that were
intentional,
not intended, because there are a ludicrous amount of things in this game that are intended. So
nice.
Again, who knows where it begins or ends?
Yeah.
Right, dude. The funny thing is, as Melee players, that's how we always are with Melee. Like, there's endless speculation.
Oh my
as to, like,
god,
dude,
yeah, and like, God, I can't. When someone like, I can't believe V canceling exists. Like,
Oh,
there's
God.
That's what I'm
another
saying.
technique that has been like literally programmed into the game,
Yeah.
akin to L canceling, that people just hadn't found out about because it's just so extremely minor.
Right. And it was found this year.
Yeah.
So
That's
many years
amazing.
after that.
2015.
Yeah.
Melee's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
It's definitely amazing.
And I think for a lot of, like, it's funny because, like, for a lot of Smash, it's really cool that I got to ask you that because, like, for a lot of Smash players, probably maybe even including yourself, it's like, oh, dude, if I could have lunch with Sakura, I want to ask him exactly how far he thought the rabbit hole would go, right? So it's like, it's just loops on loops.
I want to watch Leffen vs. Armada with Sakurai.
With Sakurai,
and just show him, like, look at this.
And he's just sitting there like, yep, no, yeah, this is this is what I projected, in the year 2015, Melee.
They're a little behind schedule, actually.
So, no, I think that's like the, I don't know. And I'm paying you compliments, but I think that's like the mark of really good work is being able to extrapolate not just meaning, but mechanics like in Melee, and I think that's one of the similarities that that I would give it, that a lot of modern games I think don't quite have. So that's what I find cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question? An ending question, kind of a wrapping?
Yeah, do it.
Well, we have to. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Can't
You
silence
spent
your
a long time on this game. How long?